What an interesting 24 hours it's been. So, about a couple weeks ago, John Jones was suspended for PEDs. And it's a type of PED that is a performance-enhancing drug that is designed to mask all the other steroids and other performance-enhancing drugs you've done. Once you test positive for that, it just opens up the gate to all the speculation of what performance-enhancing drugs and steroids you did, since it just is designed to mask. And I do agree with that suspension, even though when he tested positive for cocaine, I did not agree with that suspension, because as long as it's not a performance-enhancing drug, I think it is okay, and not okay to do. Especially someone with his level of talent and popularity, I don't think they should have suspended him. And also, it has just been confirmed a couple hours ago that tomorrow night's UFC 215 main event has been canceled due to Ray Borg. No one else knows who he is either. Don't feel bad if you don't know who he is. Has pulled out from his title fight with Demetrius Johnson. I don't really think many people were that excited for UFC 215 because Demetrius Johnson isn't really a draw. It's sad because right now he's #1 in the pound-for-pound rankings. Now that John Jones is gone and suspended again, has had his belt vacated, which I don't agree with. I hope Cody Garbrandt beats Johnson pretty soon, because despite Demetrius Johnson having the longest win streak in UFC today and the longest title reign in UFC's history, no one really cares about him, you know? He's a great fighter, but if you're not marketable, no one really cares about you. Kind of like Conor McGregor. He isn't the best fighter in the world. He got lucky against Jose Aldo, but he just knows how to talk. Even with Chael Sonnen, he couldn't win any big fights. He couldn't deliver when it mattered, but he's still one of the most talked about fighters today because of his ability to, you know, sell himself to the crowd. And now that Demetrius Johnson's fight has been pulled, Amanda Nunes has been named the main event against someone no one knows. She's like this Russian chick, maybe from Serbia, I don't know. And she's just always been really weird to me, like, I don't want to use the word, but like goofy. She's just been very good and just not entertaining. And this is just showing how much women's fighting as a whole is dead, because no one really cares about the women's fight this much. And I'm glad Cyborg finally got a title. But you can't really name that many big UFC fighters, and with Paige Van Zandt, who is supposed to be the next Ronda Rousey with popularity, she just kind of fell flat because she can't really win any fights. Same with Sage Northcutt. He was supposed to be like the next Jose Aldo or the next BJ Penn, but I shouldn't really compare him to BJ Penn. Supposed to be like the next big guy, but he can't really deliver. It was supposed to even be Mickey Gall, who defeated CM Punk, versus Sage Northcutt, but no one cares about those two anymore. It's been like a year, and Mickey Gall has not been doing anything. Yeah, the women's division, now that Ronda Rousey's gone, Cyborg's doing her own thing. And no one really cares about Amanda Nunes. And that Joanna chick, no one really cares about her. She kind of like fed off the popularity of Ronda. And I think it's Ronda's fault because she killed the women's division because she was just so good. And then when she was too exhausted, she couldn't even defend herself against Holly Holm. It kind of made like a hot potato with the title. And then Ronda Rousey took a year off to train for Amanda Nunes, but just lost. So Amanda Nunes isn't really a draw, so it's kind of sad she has the title, but no one's as dominant as her. to take it away from her, and UFC obviously has put no time into marketing the next Amanda Nunes fight, because I didn't even know what was happening. And I love the UFC. I've been watching since like 7 years ago, and I didn't even know that she was fighting. But yeah, GSP's back, George St. Pierre, one of my all-time childhood favorites. So I'm extremely excited to see him fight in November. That's basically what I'm just gonna kind of let UFC 215 fall to the wayside. Maybe watch the preliminaries on 216 and just get excited for UFC 217. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Bye.